Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark has been named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. So, the award, which has been distributed since 2019, Clark becomes the first WNBA player to ever win this award. Instant karma faces. Angel Reese, the self-appointed queen of college basketball's drama department after Caitlin Clark won Athlete of the Year award. And yeah, she's the same Caitlin Clark Angel famously taunted during the NCAA championship game. Amber Racken published an article claiming Caitlin Clark addresses rivalry with Angel Reese after being named Time's Athlete of the Year. When I started my last college season, and not knowing if that would actually be my last season, whether I was deciding to come back to college or turn pro, and now sitting here like I'm done with my first professional season, and so much has happened. And whether it was, making the national championship game or getting the Fever back to the playoff since 2016. It all started from the NCAA championship when Angel Reese made sure all eyes were on her by taunting Caitlin Clark in a way that could only be described as over the top. The finger waving, the ring pointing, Reese turned what should have been a celebration of her team's victory into her personal viral moment. But the fact that that's the very first WNBA player to ever win Time Magazine Athlete of the Year is pretty special. But here we are months later, and Caitlin Clark is walking away with the kind of recognition that truly matters. Athlete of the Year isn't just some participation trophy. It's a statement. It says you were the best, period. And while Angel Reese may have her championship ring, Caitlin has something that seems to sting even more. Universal respect. I don't think I'm surprised. I'm curious to know who the other candidates were. It's not as if Angel Reese wasn't good this season. She was. Her stats were impressive. Her impact undeniable. But when it comes to transcendent talent, Caitlin Clark is on another level. She doesn't just score points, she controls games. Her ability to read the court, deliver pinpoint assists, and drain three-pointers from absurd distances makes her a player you can't take your eyes off. Caitlin's dominance wasn't about flashy gestures. It was about skill, consistency, and poise. I would say I really love those. Let's not pretend this is a surprise. Caitlin's performance all season long made her the clear frontrunner for the award. She averaged over 27 points per game and practically carried her team on her back. Even in games where Iowa fell short, Caitlin shone like a star. Meanwhile, Angel's name is often brought up not for her stellar performance on the court, but for her theatrics. When people think of Angel Reese, their minds don't go straight to her rebounds or her defense, they go to that now infamous taunt. And therein lies the difference. Caitlin Clark didn't need theatrics to stay relevant. Her game spoke for itself. Angel? She seemed to rely on controversy as much as her talent. And while that approach might get you trending on Twitter, it doesn't earn you the respect of the broader sports world. The internet, of course, wasted no time weighing in on this development. Social media is where karma comes alive. And the comments were predictably brutal. One tweet read, Angel Reese did all that finger pointing just to watch Caitlin Clark take the crown. Another chimed in, guess Caitlin didn't need a ring taunt to prove she's the best. The memes? Oh, they're merciless. Angel's fans may try to defend her, but the narrative has already been written. I think it's great. Not just for her. I think it's great for the league. Everybody talked about the recognition that she brought to the W this season. So for her to be Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, I think it's really great for the league. And what about Angel herself? So far, she's kept quiet. Uncharacteristically quiet. You have to wonder if she's drafting a response, crafting just the right words to diminish Caitlin's win, without sounding too bitter. Let's be honest. Subtlety has never been Angel's strong suit. But maybe this time she realizes there's not much she can say. This isn't just another social media spat. This is Caitlin Clark being recognized as the best in the game. Some of Angel's fans are, predictably, crying foul. They're accusing the system of bias, bringing up old debates about double standards and race. But let's call it what it is. Caitlin Clark earned this award. It's not about favoritism or politics. It's about performance. Caitlin delivered, game after game. And the world noticed. I want to say I've earned every single thing. But as a white person, there is privilege. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then you continue to have brands and companies invest in those players. that have made this league incredible. I think it's very important.
I have to continue to try to change that.
The more we can elevate Black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing. And let's not forget, the narrative Angel tried to push after the NCAA championship. She played the "it's a team" game card, reminding everyone that LSU had won the title. But here's the thing. Individual brilliance still matters. Caitlin Clark's contributions were undeniable, championship or not. This award doesn't diminish LSU's victory. It simply recognizes that Caitlin was the standout star of the season. What makes this whole situation even more satisfying is Caitlin's reaction, or lack thereof. She hasn't gloated, she hasn't taunted, and she hasn't even acknowledged Angel Reese's antics. From months ago, she stayed humble, letting her game do the talking. That kind of grace only makes her win more deserving. While Angel was busy playing to the cameras, Caitlin stayed focused on what truly matters. Basketball. She got the cookout, but when you hear thoughts on Caitlin Clark saying she wants to use her platform to elevate Black women in the WNBA, instrumental obviously in building that league. This isn't to say Angel Reese isn't talented.
She is.
But there's a difference between being a good player and being a generational talent. Caitlin Clark is the kind of player people will talk about for years. Her style, her precision, her ability to dominate under pressure. All of it sets her apart. Angel may have had her viral moment, but Caitlin has a legacy. The question now is, how will Angel respond? Will she let this go, or will she turn it into yet another drama-fueled spectacle?
If
history is any indication, she'll probably lean into the "after all" controversy keeps her in the
spotlight.
But here's the thing. This isn't just another Twitter debate. This is Caitlin Clark being immortalized as the best of the best. No amount of finger-wagging or ring-pointing can change that. But no matter how Reese tries to frame it, the truth is hard to ignore. Caitlin Clark just walked away with a trophy that cements her legacy as one of the greats. Reese's viral moments might have earned her short-term fame, but Clark's achievement is the kind of thing that stands the test of time. And what makes this even more satisfying is Caitlin's quiet confidence throughout the whole ordeal. She didn't need to fire back at Reese during the championship game or get caught up in the drama. She let her performance do the talking, and now she's reaping the rewards. That kind of grace under pressure is what separates good players from legendary ones. You know, when you're talking about, athlete, you're talking about her college run. Yeah, the run she had her last year. Her college run into her rookie year, to now, to date.
Yeah,
the women's college
tournament, I believe.
All the eyes she brought to the league this year. Yeah, outperforming the men's. Oh shit, yeah. You gotta think, yes.
Yeah.
Right, as, when you say Asia, you gotta be like, well, that's... In AW, Caitlin was college, and W. It's almost poetic, isn't it? Angel Reese wanted to be the star of the show, the name on everyone's lips, and for a brief moment, she was. But now, as the dust settles, it's Caitlin Clark who stands tall, trophy in hand, while Reese is left, trying to figure out her next move. This entire saga serves as a reminder that actions speak louder than words or taunts. Reese's theatrics may have made her a viral sensation, but they didn't win her the respect or recognition that truly matters. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, showed that skill, hard work, and humility are the keys to long-lasting success. Angel Reese, you can't beat a big, bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage, the cowardly dog. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed. So what's the takeaway here? For Angel Reese, it's a lesson in humility, one she likely won't admit to learning anytime soon. For Caitlin Clark, it's a validation of everything she's worked for, a moment that solidifies her place among the best. And for the rest of us, it's a front row seat to one of the most satisfying examples of instant karma we've seen in a long time. Angel Reese might have gotten the last word during the championship game, but Caitlin Clark just got the last laugh. And honestly, isn't that what really counts? The truth is, Reese has always positioned herself as the queen of college basketball. But watching Caitlin collect accolades must sting. And not just any accolade. This one highlights individual brilliance, something Clark exudes while Reese relies heavily on her team's achievements. The jealousy factor? It's palpable. Caitlin Clark is the reason why. Everybody has an opinion on what happened in that game. Adding to the burn, Caitlin Clark landed a spot on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list.
Think about it.
Reese, with all her viral moments and loud confidence, didn't make it. But Caitlyn, with her quiet dominance and game-changing performances, did. That's bound to hit a nerve. Forbes isn't just handing out spots for flashy gestures. IT recognizes real impact, influence, and potential. Clark's inclusion on such a star.
She's a
cultural icon in the making. Meanwhile, Reese's narrative feels stuck in the past.
She's still defined by that championship
game and her taunting moment, while Caitlyn is moving forward, building a legacy that transcends the court. And let's not pretend Reese wouldn't want that recognition. She's not shy about loving the spotlight, but now she has to sit back and watch Caitlyn bask in it. Instead, it's one thing to be overshadowed on the court, but to see your rival praised on platforms like Forbes, that's got to feel like salt in the wound. Caitlyn Clark is proving that hard work, skill, and humility can outshine theatrics. And for Angel Reese, that realization must be as bitter as it is unavoidable. Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel.